Hey yogis, today we are going to go over Kapotasana or Pigeon Pose. So this is a very deep back bend and it is only recommended for those that are experienced practitioners. So if you're new to yoga, I would suggest starting with bridge pose or wheel pose for your back bends, but Kapotasana is like a step above, right? So you're going to start practicing with a couple blocks. So you would take the blocks, come up onto your knees and take the blocks right down by your ankles. And for some, this might be even closer towards the knees if that's too much, right? But as close to the toes as you can. And then from here, you want to find all the stability here through the lower body. You're engaging the inner thighs, the glutes are engaged, the pelvic floor is engaged, the lower belly is toned, and you lift up and out of your hips so that you're able to bend backwards, okay? You want to keep pressing your hips forward, lift up through the sternum, and then lean back. So you're lifting out of the hips almost, if that makes sense. Okay, so from here, do all that. Engage the legs, lift up through the pelvic floor, lift the sternum out towards the ceiling, start to lean back, press the hips forward, and then take your hands to those blocks. Find your blocks, and again, work on hips go forward, chest comes up, shoulders pull back. Right, shoulders pull back, so even shoulder blades are almost squeezing towards each other. Good, and then maybe drop your head back. Take a few breaths. And you can even inhale, lift chin to chest and sit back down. You can even take your blocks a little bit lower and try that same thing. So come back up, engage the legs, lift up through the pelvic floor, lean back, take your hands to those blocks. Maybe you can walk your blocks back just a bit. Keep pressing those hips forward. Shoulders are pulling down. And then inhale, come back, sit back to your heels. Okay, now we'll try the full expression of the pose. Now my best advice is that you press the hips forward, you lift the heart up, and you lean back and you go for it. Okay, so you probably will want to first come on your fingertips, and then you start to walk your hands towards your heels, and then you bend your elbows down to the ground, and that's the full expression of the pose. So step one is hands down. And if you're not there, again, utilize some blocks right by your feet and just begin to lean back to take your hands to the blocks. So again, actually we'll try that. And take your blocks down, I would say a little bit behind your feet, maybe 3 inches or so. And come up onto your knees. Engage the legs, lift the pelvic floor up, reach the sternum up, start to lean, your hands could be at heart center. Start to lean back, reach the hands back, back, back. And then see your blocks. Hands go to your blocks, right? Hands go to your blocks, start to straighten your arms. That's hard for me. So my back, inhale, chin to chest, and then release. My back has a lot of mobility, my shoulders not so much. So couple B is not so easy for me. So that would be step one. Step two, if you're like, okay, I can do this without the blocks, you're gonna come back up onto your knees, press your hips forward, lift the sternum up, hands to heart center, lift, lift, lift through the sternum, lean back, hips press forward, 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 hands down to the ground, right? And then walk your hands in so you can grab the ankles and bend your elbows down to the floor. And take 3 to 5 deep breaths. Try to relax the breath. It's probably quite intense. Breathe through it. And then press down into the ground. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, sit to heels. Hope you all did it. So that's my Kapotasana video. I hope that helped you all learn Kapotasana. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below and show your progress. Namaste.